Hello, my name is Keith Haswell and I'm a professional astrologer with over 40 years experience in the business now and 30,000 clients worldwide and tens of thousands of students worldwide as well. And it's my pleasure to welcome you to this video. And on this video I'm going to be speaking with you about relationships. Relationships, yes. That's what I'm going to be talking about here. Relationships, these things that give you so much trouble in your life and seem so elusive sometimes. And what I'm going to be doing here is talking about relationships, but what you're going to be experiencing is magic. And this video is a prelude to the second video on this topic, which is going to be coming shortly. And this one here is to lay the groundwork for you to understand where I'm coming from and what's happening as far as your life is concerned. You are a pioneer. You are a map maker. And you have brought yourself to my website and to this video because at this point in time you are ready to make adjustments and changes in your consciousness that up to this point in time you haven't been ready to make. And so we're going to be talking about relationships, but what you're going to be experiencing here is magic. So you just sit back and relax and enjoy the journey with me. On this video I'm going to take you to a new level of understanding about the nature of relationships and where you go from here in terms of developing your relationships in your life. Now when I'm talking about relationships, I'm not just talking about intimate sexual relationships. I'm talking about relationships in a broad nature. Workmates, friends, relationship with children, relationships with family, neighbours, relatives, and so forth. So this is group understanding that we are covering here and looking at all types of relationships. But the main ones that you are very interested in, of course, are the intimate, loving, close sexual relationships perhaps. The task at hand here in this video is to help you to heal and perhaps repair the wobbly relationships in your life and the relationships that can be repaired. The magic associated with this video and this topic here is going to awaken inside of you a love that you have denied. A love inside of you. It's a love that can heal the hurt, the pain, the betrayal, and the abandonment that you have perhaps experienced in relationships. Now, the thing that initiates relationships in the first place are a number of things. First of all, companionship. Secondly, to end loneliness. Thirdly, to have someone that you can have sex with and have an intimate sexual relationship. Fourthly, to have someone that you can share your life with. And of course, fifthly, to experience and bring love into your life and give you an opportunity to express your love. Now, even though these are the reasons that you initiate relationships in the first place, companionship, sexual relationship, to end loneliness, to have someone that you can share your life with, and to experience love, this is not the main reason why you develop and initiate relationships. They are not really what you are looking for. They might be a part of what you are seeking, but having found companionship, the ending of loneliness, someone that you can have a sexual relationship with, someone that you can share your life with, and to experience love, even though these things, 1 to 5, might be exactly what you think you're looking for, you still end up not being satisfied. Now, when you find that you become dissatisfied, you then start to blame, to hurt, to doubt, to punish the person that you are in a relationship with. But more importantly, you will punish, hurt, blame, and doubt yourself. Now, in time, you will realize that you didn't really deserve the pain that was inflicted upon you by yourself. And certainly, you didn't deserve the pain that was inflicted upon you by the other. Well, what is it that you do want then from relationships? What you are really after is the magic. And this is what I'm going to be talking about here on this video and the second version of this video, where I'll go into more depth about what the magic is. But just a little bit of an outline here about what magic is in relationships. Now, magic is an elusive thing. There's no two ways about that. But it is the magic that breathes life into the love, breathes depth into the relationship, intrigue, mystery, enchantment, entrancement, and richness. It is the magic in relationships that gives the relationships value and meaning. So just bear in mind that what I'm going to be talking about here is relationships, but what you are going to be experiencing is the magic, the enchantment, the mystery, the intrigue, the aliveness, the depth, and the richness. So you will experience a magic that can heal and that can transcend and transform. The condensation of this magic are relationships that work. Now, you have a variety of relationships: romantic relationships, you have friendships, you have social relationships, you have work relationships, you have relationships with relatives and neighbours, you have relationships with children, you have relationships with workmates and business associates. So it's not as if you don't know a lot about relationships. You know more than what you will admit about relationships. It's just a question of the timing to be able to put that knowledge into practice. You do know a lot about relationships, and you certainly have lots of experience in relationships, and some of that experience is very painful. It's just that all of that experience has not as yet been fully utilized. Now, you are a map maker. You are a pioneer. The fact that you are watching this video means that you are a pioneer into the new age. You are a map maker, and you are breaking new ground into higher levels of consciousness where the rest of humanity will follow, but you are pioneering and leading the way. And inside of you is a love, a compassion, a commitment, a courage that is so strong. This, of course, is your spirituality, and this has too long been denied. Because of this love, compassion, commitment, and courage, it means that when you feel pain, you feel it a lot more deeply. When you feel hurt, you feel it a lot more deeply. The hurt actually does more damage. Your shame cuts deeper. I talk to you now about relationships and the magic associated with relationships, because you are ready now for a healing that you were not ready to accept before. You are ready to take your consciousness to a higher level of intimacy, love and caring. Yes, make no mistake about it, your future self and your higher self has brought you to my website and to this video at this particular time, because now you are ready to heal the hurt, to heal the pain, to heal the shame, to heal the fear, to heal the anxiety, the doubt, the insecurity, to let go of the stress, the tension. Make no mistake about it, you are not an ordinary member of the human family. You are a pioneer, you are a map maker, you are a dreamer and a dream weaver. You have a lot of goodness, truth and beauty there inside of yourself that's wanting to get out. And now is the time. You have had enough of the pain. You've had enough of the fear. You've had enough of the tension. You've had enough of the conflict. You've had enough of the abandonment. You've had enough of the betrayal. And you now are ready to take a gigantic step forward in the expansion of your consciousness. The name of the game is consciousness expansion. All of us are in a set, a space-time rule set that we know as our physical reality. And that space-time rule set is a giant spiritual classroom. And all of us are in there. We've committed ourselves to a series of incarnations until we reach a level of relative perfection. And once we reach that level of relative perfection, we move on into higher dimensions of consciousness beyond the human level altogether. So it's time now for you to take that gigantic step forward in the expansion of your consciousness. It's time for you to develop wisdom. Wisdom comes from experience and an intake of knowledge. You'll never develop wisdom just through experience, and you'll never develop wisdom just through an intake of knowledge. It's a combination of the two, the experience and an intake of knowledge, and out of it synergistically comes a whole that is greater than the sum of the parts, and that whole is wisdom. So I invite you to come to my second video on this topic, magical relationships, that I'll be releasing shortly. But to take advantage of what I've already told you here today and shared with you here today, to take your next step forward in the evolution of your consciousness, to find your way to my website. And if you haven't had your horoscope done already by me, submit your birth details through the Your Horoscope page of my website, www.mysteryofsirius.com. I get so much feedback from my students all over the world, and so many new subscribers every day. And the feedback that I get about the videos is absolutely beautiful. And so I invite you to get your horoscope done. I'm happy to do your horoscope for you free of charge, and send it to you together with 12 CDs out of my first book, What Really Matters, about astrology, meditation and reincarnation, so that you can then download those CDs and listen to them in your own time. And I take you in and out of meditation time after time after time. And you can take a gigantic step forward in the expansion of your consciousness. I do all of this for you free of charge. And then there's horoscope number 2 for only $10. You get your horoscope done that's applicable only to you and you alone. It's very important with horoscope number 1, if you know your time of birth accurately within a half an hour, it's incumbent upon you to get your horoscope chart done so that I can tell you what your rising sign is, what your ascendant is, in other words. And that is equally as important as your sun sign. More so in your case because you are a pioneer, you are a map maker, you are a spiritual leader, you are a dreamer and a dream weaver. You are a giant spiritually, and you have come into this incarnation to pick up where you left off in your last lifetime. Horoscope number 2 for only $10 is a 20-page printout all about you and you alone. It's not to do with your sun sign, it's not to do with your rising sign, it's to do with all of the other planets in your horoscope. The moon rules your emotions, the sun rules your overall personality, Mercury rules your mind, and Venus rules your love nature, Mars your energy levels, Jupiter your higher mind and your expansion capabilities, Saturn your practicality and organizational ability, Uranus your intuition, and Neptune your spirituality, Pluto your capacity to transform yourself. Where all these planets are in your horoscope is vitally important for you to know, and the relationship that these planets form with each other will tell you how you have gone in past lives in terms of developing the qualities, principles and values into your character as principles and values and character. You have the courage there inside of yourself to take a gigantic step forward now. Through my intensives, through my videos, through my CDs, through my horoscopes. And I'm happy to do all of that for you for a pittance, to help you become more of the giant that you truly are. God and Goddess love you and know your name. They want to be a partner with you. Your future self is a part of your soul. It's there with all of your future, ready to help you to become more of who you are becoming. Your higher self is your everything, and your piece of God and Goddess that you are becoming. So I thank you for your attentiveness here. I look forward to working further with you, and I'll be releasing this second part of this video in the next few days. Thank you.